What's up, YouTube? It's your boy StOrM3 back at you again with another live stream. This one here is for the iOS users. As you can see, I'm still using my iPhone. That's the video display you see over there on the left. StOrM3 makes the video a lot nicer than the one I was using before. As you can tell, the animation is way better. It's really smooth, and the hack I'm using is PokeGo++, the same one that I've used for a long time on iOS. I installed it a little different way, and I'm going to show you guys that here in a minute. I got a special browser window set up so I can show you the locations where the files are and all that stuff. So bear with me. Well, it's already spun now. That's one of the good things about having the PokeGo++ connected. It spins everything for you, and it catches the Pokemon for you. So from time to time, you're going to see, Pokeballs and stuff appearing on the side of my screen, or, certain Pokemon being caught and giving me a bonus down there at the bottom and stuff. That's because I highly recommend you guys get one of these. If you want to know how to fix it, watch my live stream for earlier on today. I'd give you explicit instructions on how to fix this to where it's an auto spin, auto catch. I recommend, if you're going to hack, you gotta have one of these because it makes things so much simpler. Even when you're doing raid battles on gyms and stuff, it automatically spins, gets the items for you, it automatically catches Pokemon even while you're in there battling and stuff. So yeah, I highly recommend it. It's like 20 bucks, and the steps to fix it so that it's an auto spin, auto catch is so simple. All you need really is a three-prong screwdriver, which is the safety screws for Nintendo. All their devices have that on there. You can get it off the internet. It's the same driver that comes with for like the iPhone repair kits and stuff too. So I mean, it's real simple to get. You can probably buy one for like $5, a whole kit, with 3 screwdrivers in it. Totally recommended. Get one of these. Okay, now on to the next stuff. Like I was saying, the animation is so much smoother on this. I wish it wouldn't have already tried to spin that because I was going to show you. But let's go get these Charmanders over here. I'm all about some Charmander candies. Since it's busy catching Pokemon, we will spin that one. Oh, it's getting that Pokemon. We'll catch this one. Okay, as you can see, the screen is way better and the animation is better. I'm getting ready to buy the full version of this StOrM3 from Apple. If you're going to do a stream, I recommend you get it. It handles 3 different kinds of streams. It'll do the Miracast, the Apple TV, and the Google Cast. So yeah, if you're going to, especially if you're using more than one phone, like if you got an Android phone and an iOS phone or something, totally recommend you get it. Okay, it's going to probably get all that stuff on its own, so let's get into the other part of the video. Adam, this video is for you, buddy. Alright, first off, I'm going to switch scenes here so that you guys can see the browser window. Okay, this right here is the PokeGo++ website. Okay, hold on just a second here. I gotta get this up so I can move around. Okay, right here, this file right here is the IPA file that you need for PokeGo++. Okay, I recommend getting it this way because this one is updated like exactly as soon as the Pokemon updates come out. Okay, you get this file right here, and then you get something called Cydia Impactor. Okay, and where you get that from, it's right over here. This is the Cydia Impactor website. Okay, you download it, and when you put it on your computer, okay, you're going to have to use your Apple ID and your password. They're not going to do anything with your password, okay? That's just used so it can sign the different packages for the different files that it installs on your phone or your tablet. And you can use the Cydia Impactor basically on Windows or on Mac. You just need a computer, you need a USB cord, and you need your iPhone or iPad, whichever one you're doing it to. And you connect it up, and once it gets connected, you do have to have iTunes installed as well. That way it knows how to recognize the device and everything. And sometimes you have to go in and revoke the certificates if like you've installed it more than one time. You go under the Xcode thing under Cydia Impactor. You'll see it at the top right menu. You just hit the drop down and then hit revoke certificates. Then put your Apple ID back in, put your password back in, finish installing it. It'll go through a bunch of stuff. It'll unzip the file and like recompile everything, re-sign it, and then it installs it on your phone. Now you want to make sure that you don't have Pokemon Go installed on your phone when you do this, because it's going to make another Pokemon Go icon on your phone. And the hack and the program are one and the same. You just run Pokemon Go and it comes up with it. Okay, and the thing about it is, here, as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you this. When you first bring it up, there is no ads anymore. You don't have to worry about ads on this hack. It takes you straight to a little screen. You hit close. It says close at the bottom of it, and bam, your hack's running. Okay, let me close this out real quick. Oh, and if you need more help on like some error messages or how to use Cydia Impactor or something, this website right here, I recommend this site a lot. Cydia Geeks, it's really good. They give you all the information you need to deal with a lot of the error messages. They even have some programs on here that are made, you know, they're the IPA files that you need to install with Cydia for a lot of different applications. It's on here. See, it gives you step by step right there exactly how to do it. Okay, so that is the way that I recommend to install the hacks for iOS, period. This hack right here, there is none better, period. It does not teleport back and forth the way Android does. It's just solid and smooth. That's why I recommend it. Alright, let's get back over here to the screen. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shut down Pokemon real quick. Damn it. Okay. Now, when I bring up Pokemon Go, normally when you run Cydia, or oh, my watch is gonna mess up. Yep, sure did. Oh well. Try bringing something else up first. Damn it. Can't believe it messed up. Sure did. That's new. It wasn't doing that before. But let me restart the phone. That fixed it last time. This is since the new update it's doing this. But as long as you leave Pokemon Go running, you ain't got a problem with it. Once you shut it down and you try to bring it back up again, that's when you have an issue. So, the way I fixed it last time was just shut the phone down and bring it back up. I'm sure it's something they'll work on in the future, get it fixed. Alright, bring it back up. Bear with me while we deal with complications. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? What? Wow. sure wasn't doing this before. Hold on, I'll be right back. Figured out what it was. Okay, here's the issue. Whenever you're mirroring your screen, if you have the screen mirror turned on before you fire up Pokemon Go, it won't come up. It detects it, it thinks it's some kind of, you know, screen recording thing, and it doesn't want to give out any information. So Pokemon Go won't even fire up if you got screen mirroring turned on first. So unfortunately, I can't show you the little screen that pops up. There's no ads or nothing on it when you run it. Sorry about that, but the only way to get in is to fire up Pokemon Go first, and then you have to click close before you can bring up the screen mirroring application from the bottom and turn it on. You have to turn on after Pokemon's up or it won't work. Oh my lord, I can't believe that happened a while ago. Sorry about that, guys. But I learned something. So now I know, and you would think that it's Apple Air Server, you would think that you know, they would allow that to run using screen mirroring that's built into the phone. You know, it's made by Apple. You would think they would allow that to run, but they don't even trust their own selves. So that's kind of crazy. But we found something out together, and I was freaking out. I was like, what is going on? But yeah, I mean, normally you would have like a bunch of ads popping up and stuff all the time. There's no ads whatsoever. This is... See, there's no ads to it. Don't have to click through no ads to do anything. Now I can't click on Pokemon. Where did it go? Now my screen won't turn. What the heck? Oh, I know why. Stop. Duh. Get back over here. But while you're here, we might as well do a little catching and do a raid or two. Now that I've explained how to install it, I hope I explained it good to you guys. If I didn't, like I said, look at that website that I showed you for City of Geeks. They will explain exactly the process to do. And the reason to do this and put the app on your phone is you don't have to deal with no ads all the time. Every time you fire it up and stuff, every time you want to do something else like change position or something, you got an ad popping up. No, you don't have to deal with none of that. Plus the fact, like, this update for Pokemon Go came out yesterday evening. I woke up about midnight last night and they had already had it updated on the website for me. That's how quick they are. Literally like 5 minutes after an update, I've got it before. Go there and download the new IPA file. That's why it's got revisions on there, because it's like the newest one that comes out. You download that, same procedure every time. Throw it on top of Cydia, and you can do that on a PC or a Mac. Make sure your phone's connected. You got iTunes installed on either one, and put your Apple ID in there and your password, and it'll do everything that I told you before. It'll extract it and sign it and recompile it and put it on your phone. I hope that was helpful to somebody, because I totally freaked on stream. That's the first time I've ever done that. I ran a radio show for 3 years, a comedy radio show with professional comics on board, 150 professional comics from the Last Comic Standing people and all of them, Carlos Mencia and everything, and I've never freaked like that during interviews or anything. Wow, I just didn't know what was going on. Sorry, I've never had to have them before, because I haven't used this air server until, you know, literally like 2 hours ago. I found it, and the quality is way better. It's off the charts compared to the other thing that I was using. And yeah, for 15 bucks, I'm definitely registering this thing. Definitely. Apple's getting my money in this case, because it works, like I said, with everything. It works with Google. So your Android phones, you can turn around and screencast it. I found a really, really good screencasting app for Android that works with the Apple TV server that's built into the Air server. Very, very good. Very good. There's no ads in it. It just runs, and it says busy when it's running. Tells you to minimize the app in the background, and it runs perfect, dude. I mean, the screen is so much better than the other Android thing I was trying to use. I paid for that other Android thing, and it's garbage compared to this. Oh well, money spent, lessons learned, I guess. But yeah, the other thing I was wanting to talk to you guys about is some of the stuff that has been going around, falling out of a lot of people's mouth. They are not thinking before they're opening their mouth, putting somebody's business on the street, blasting them. Yeah, I'm not going to name names, but I've said his name a few times on stream, and all I got to say is, Savage Season, you need to watch out and back up a little bit. It's a damn cell phone game, dude. Come on. Really? Are you serious? Hacking is really infecting your, stuff that much. I don't think it is, because people that are hacking, number one, they're going all around the world. So your chances of having somebody maliciously keep you out of gyms all the time is not going to happen. Especially since you can only get 50 Pokecoins a day, no matter how many gyms you're in. So there's no sense. You take over one gym. What's one gym? You know what I'm saying? You can put 6 Pokemon in one gym, right? Different people can. You're not going to have every gym with hackers guarding it, and there's no sense in keeping 50 gyms taken over. We're not like you that's stupid and went out and tried to hold 10 gyms at one time before. I remember that video you did. But I'm not going to put your name on blast, but everybody knows who you are. And yeah, I think I don't know what to think about you, dude. You obviously don't think about this game the way everybody else does. I guess it comes from you just having all the money in the world. You're able to travel around, do whatever you want to do, fly to this continent over there just to catch a mime. Literally. I don't see it, dude. Why? It's a cell phone game. What are you doing? Like, it's a phone. It's not even a computer. You don't even have a controller or nothing. It's a phone. You play it in your spare time. You know? I mean, like, at doctor's offices while I'm waiting to go in for my appointment, which I do have Crohn's disease, by the way, so I almost said his name. You know who I'm talking to. I am disabled, so your little thing about you can get a special account for Niantic and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, well, so I'm spoofing, so step the fuck off, because I am disabled. I have Crohn's disease. I've had 7 surgeries. Back up. I don't want to hear nothing out of your mouth, especially when you change your mind like 50 times during a sentence. You speak. I've never heard anybody talk as fast as you do, ever. Like, literally, when you're talking on video, what you said 10 seconds ago, I have no idea, because you've changed your thought process so many times since then. It's crazy. I've never seen anybody talk like you. Seriously. You need to stop, dude. Stop putting people on blast. Stop trying to start stuff. Going on a 12-minute and 56-second rant on a video about Niantic needs to do this and Niantic needs to do that and blah, 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 blah. Maybe you need to get a life, dude. This is a cell phone game. If you don't want hackers, I suggest you get a console and play a real game. Okay? A real game. Notice I said console because computer is left out of that category. Because hackers are all over PC. You want something to complain about? Go play Call of Duty on PC one time. Come back and talk to me in about 20 minutes after 2 matches. Oh, what did I do? Come on. There we go. Okay, I'm done with my rant. I'm not going to do like he did for the whole video. Adam, I hope this helped you, buddy. I tried. Took me a while to get those browser windows set up and doing this music thing in the background now, which I hope you guys can hear it. I don't have monitor on, so I can't hear it right now. Tell me if it's, you know, drop a comment. Now, oh, speaking of which, live chat, what am I doing? Lord Almighty. Okay, there's live chat. Okay, he says, okay, I get it now. I saw if it's you, ATL, do this. Sorry, I had to make you do all this. I know what you're doing. Okay. Cool, Adam. I'm glad I helped you, dude. Maybe you could return the favor and help somebody else out when they have, you know, stuff like problems, similar problems in the chat and stuff during the video sessions and whatnot. That's what everybody needs to do. Everybody needs to help everybody out, especially in this community, because there's so many people on the outside of this community that are like gunning for us. I mean, it's crazy. I don't understand why. I really don't. I mean, I looked straight into the camera earlier today and I was like, it's a cell phone game, dude. What are you doing? Relax. Like I told you in the comments, take a volume, step back, look at your life maybe, figure out what you did wrong in your past. Because, dude, you got some serious issues. I'm not talking about Adam, I'm talking about the other guy that I'm not mentioning his name. Because it's like Beetlejuice. He'll appear if you say it 3 times, so I ain't saying his name. Oh, dude. Let's see. Anybody over here in Barcelona, Spain, that can do some raids with me, man? Because there's not a whole lot of people. I mean, I know there's people over here, but wait, the raids may be over. Why do I have... This is the first time I've ever seen no Pokemon shown on the radar. What is going on? Oh, wait, there it went. Yeah, like FSG was saying earlier, I don't think that the new update they brought out, where they're storing the coordinates a different way now, I don't think that's going to do anything to hacking, period. And the reason is this. Pokemon Go is built on a coordinate system that's based off of Google Maps, okay? The GPS coordinates from Google Maps and the GPS chip, okay? Here's the problem with them storing it somewhere else and trying to use that as a way to stop hacking, okay? Number one, the hacks for iOS, they save your position, your last position, when you leave the hack, and when you fire it back up, you're at the same position. You set it to start up and forever, okay? So that's not a possibility. The other thing is we're all pretty smart about teleporting, and we know about the soft bans that can happen if we don't use the cooldown times that we need to between spots. So for all they know, we could have actually made it to that other place in that time frame. So it's not logical to even think that it's going to be an anti-hacking measure. Because they would have to rewrite the whole game from scratch and use something completely different than Google Maps and the GPS chip. Number one, even if they don't use Google Maps, they use the GPS chip. That is exactly what these hacks do. They fake the GPS chip. They basically answer for your phone instead of the GPS chip. It says, hey, no, I'm really over here. That's why on Android your chip heats up sometimes and you start rubber banding and stuff. Now, I would love to take a look at this iOS code for this hack right here, because PokeGo++ people, you got it perfect. I don't know how you did it. All I know is it works. There's no rubber banding. This is the most smooth hack that I've ever seen for this game, and I've done a lot. Another method that I used on Android that I didn't even touch on today, when I first started doing it and I was having like rubber banding issues, I would run fake GPS free, right? And you could probably still do this if you can't get anything else to work. This is your last chance, okay? Run fake GPS free, download it off the App Store, okay? Once you install that, what you do is you teleport to the location that you want to be at. Somewhere where there's like a gym or triple stops or something like that. Put yourself there. When you're there and the stops actually load, before you rubber band back again, now that's the key, you got to get this timing right. when you're there, turn off the GPS. What it'll do is you'll get the red bar that'll pop up at the top, but it will leave you physically at that spot. But here's the key to this, making this work, okay? You will not be able to do anything on your screen manually, right? With your finger, you won't be able to do like catching Pokemon and spinning stops and stuff. But what you will be able to do, the auto spin, auto catch of your Poke Plus, like I was telling you earlier, this is why it is a must to have this, and why I would not recommend getting any Samsung phones like the J Sky Pro or whatever it is, and the Samsung S8, because if it doesn't work with this, that's a problem, because that may be your last end-all be-all hack that actually works for you. And I did it a lot. I mean, it works really good. I did it a lot in the beginning when I couldn't find anything else that would work correctly. Before I found fake GPS location, I ran fake GPS free, and I would put myself at the triple stop out here. It's actually a double stop and a gym, and I would position my guy right in the middle where all of them were active. I would throw lures on them, and then I would turn my GPS off, leaving my guy there all night, and would have this connected beforehand, right? Turn the GPS off, leave my guy there all night, and it would sit there and farm items and Pokeballs and catch Pokemon all night long for me, because the auto catch and the auto spin on the PokeGo Plus still works. Even with the GPS turned off, it works. That right there is my little secret to tell you guys that I don't think anybody else has covered this method. A lot of people are having that issue with that red bar of death at the top of the screen. I'm here to tell you, man, if you can spoof your location to one place long enough for the stops to appear with this connected, turn the GPS off, leaving yourself physically there, but it looks like a GPS error. Basically, it looks like you went out there with your phone and your phone died, or the GPS got hung. There is what it looks like. It looks like you got the red bar of death and you can't do anything, but in all reality, you're actually catching tons of Pokemon and tons of items. That's how I used to fill up. That was my little secret, okay, that I used to do. The other thing I did, out here close to my house, I have a Pokemon gathering spot, like a crowd spawn right there. And what I would do is, the location on the actual route running program that I had, it would not come all the way up to my apartment though, right? It would only go to that Pokemon spot there. So what I did was I set a route up from the end of the road right there to my door, and I had my guy, what he would do is he would walk, and then the real thing would kick in and it would teleport me back. And the key is, don't set your location too far apart, and it'll look like your guy will literally walk between the spots. Even when you're teleporting, he will literally walk. And I had so many eggs and leveled up so many accounts doing that. That is my other secret for you guys right there. If you want to set up some other accounts and want to get them going, that is like the user stupid friendly way to bot, basically, is what it is. It all starts with this right here, baby. You gotta have one of these, and you gotta have it set up for auto catch, auto spin. It's easy. I mean, I'm gonna go over it again real quick. I know you guys won't look back at the other video, so I'm just gonna cover it right now. Okay, check this out. You take this apart with your 3-prong driver, okay? When you get it apart, you're gonna see there's 2 wires that go to a little motor in this, okay? That motor is what kicks in when a Pokemon's nearby or when you get to a Pokestop, right? It vibrates a little bit and then blinks the light at you, telling you, hey, you need to click the button to catch the Pokemon or to spin the stop, right? Well, here's what you do. You cut the 2 little wires that are connected to the motor, okay? The white wire, right? You strip the end of it off just enough, a little bit. I mean, I'm talking little, okay? And then what you do is, on that circuit board, you'll see a little copper pad in the middle that activates when you press the button, right? Take something sharp and thin and put it underneath that pad and lift up on it just a little bit. enough to stick that wire that's buried underneath it, right? Then you push the pad back down on top of it because it's got sticky stuff on the bottom of it, and it'll actually stick back in place with that wire there. Okay, now here's what happens whenever you actually come in contact with a Pokemon, or you're near a stop or something. When it goes to kick the motor, that electric signal goes down the wire and it trips like you've pushed the button. Okay, it trips the signal and it'll start catching on its own, and it'll start spinning Pokestops on its own. That's my little secret to you guys right there. It all starts with this. Put the Pokemon Plus back together again, put your battery in it, hook it up to your phone, and do what I told you earlier, because you're going to be amazed. That's my little secret for you guys. And I can't believe FSU don't have one of these set up. I'm about half tempted to do one for him and send it to him, because if he had one of these, ain't no telling how high his accounts would be right now. But yeah, it all starts with that. And I've been doing this for quite a while. And like I said, the people around here, they pushed me into doing it. I used to be Team Mystic, and I played straight up for a lot of years. I mean, not years, but, you know, over a year, actually. I played straight up. I'm about 35 and a half on my blue account, and I have not hacked on it at all. I played that legit. I'm talking tons of money, tons of time, all hours of the night trying to get a Dragonite, staying up until the morning, chasing Pokemon down here, chasing them there, sitting at the triple stop all night long, just shutting the truck off and sitting there. I've done it all, dude. I put in my time, I put in my work and everything. And I'm disabled, so you know, that wasn't an easy thing for me to do. I basically don't have any intestines left after all my 7 surgeries. So yeah, that was not a fun time for me, but I did it because I got addicted to this game. And then a little group of people around here started setting their raids to private, trying to exclude me out of them because we had a little fight, you know, over they were trying to keep me out of raid, and I got pissed off because they went in without me, and I was like, I can't believe I made them all back out for her so she could go in, and then when I didn't get in, she told everybody that to stay in, that they were going to go on with the raid and stuff. Like basically a slap in the face. I was like, what? So yeah, because of that, and because all them people were blue team Mystic, number one, I switched teams for that reason. I went to Instinct, set up multiple accounts for Instinct, and I set up a Valor account. It's pretty good. It's like a 28. My other Instinct accounts though, they're like 32, 32, 30, 31, and my son, my 3-year-old son AJ, has a 28 or 29 account. He plays on his tablet. I used the same Pokemon hack that I told you about this morning for his Android. Works on 4.4, works on 7.0. Latest security patch on my StOrM3 from Straight Talk, in case you didn't catch the name of the phone that you have to get if you're going to buy an Android phone and you want to be able to hack on it, get that phone. Alright, see you later, Adam. Oh, man. But anyway, yeah, the StOrM3, the reason that's the best phone out there, period. Number one, it has a hotspot. That's unheard of. No Straight Talk phone out there has a hotspot, period. On top of it, I've never had a problem running fake GPS location on it, ever. I don't get the red screen of death. You know, it actually works like it's supposed to. I don't know what else to tell you guys, really. I've done a couple of streams today. I'm extremely tired. I'm sorry if I'm rambling. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take some time and sit down for a while, go watch some TV or something. I need to get something to eat, probably. I have diabetes, and I'm sure my blood sugar is in the basement right now. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys learned something from it. And if you have Android, watch my other video from earlier on today. I explain things pretty thoroughly. That should answer all your questions about Android and which hacks you need to get and how it works and how it doesn't. That combined with the information I put in this video right here about you know, last ditch effort hacks and stuff that you can do. I don't know what else I could tell you. I mean, get that Poke Plus and try out the different ones, but just remember this is the one thing on Android that you got to remember, okay? You have to, whenever you install a new hack on there and you're trying the new one, make sure that the new one you installed is the one that's set up as the mock GPS application in the developer settings. Because a lot of times, if you install more than one app, sometimes it won't use the new app that you installed as the mock application until you uninstall the other ones. Then it will use that new one you installed. I noticed that, and I ran into that bug on a lot of times. I was sitting there trying, like you guys, you know, going through a bunch of different hacks, trying this one, trying that one, and I was like, why ain't this working, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I started looking, and I was like, wait a minute, that says fake GPS free still. It's not supposed to say that. So then I went into developer setting, I manually clicked it again and set it, and it went right back to fake GPS free. And I was like, okay. So I uninstalled fake GPS free, and it went to the new one that I had installed there. So keep that in mind. That may be some of the issues you're running into. You may be getting a red screen of death for the old mock application that was installed, not for the new one that you just installed. So keep that in mind. I hope that helped everybody. We need to do some raids. I got 5 EX raid passes from my different 6 accounts on Instinct that I have, and right now at last count I have 4 people that are going to help me out with that. I have my iOS phone, I have my Android phone, AJ's tablet because he's got an EX raid pass too, Joker's Android phone, that's 4. So I need one more person to use my other account and spoof, you know, because that's what I'm going to do. We're all going to spoof. We're not even going to be at the physical location. It's at IVAG here in Gordonsville, Tennessee. It's at 4 o'clock in the afternoon Central Time on Saturday, and it goes until 4:45 in the afternoon. If you guys have never done an EX raid, it's different than normal raids, okay? EX raids, it doesn't matter how many times you get kicked out and you don't beat him, you know, or whatever, you can just keep going back in, keep going back in. So like everybody that's in the party battling him, you guys can just keep going back in until you finally beat him, right? And then when you beat him, that's when you have the chance, you know, one chance to catch him. You know, you got to make sure that you don't waste all your balls and stuff with him and not catch him. Now I got him. I have Mewtwo on my blue account, okay? I think one of the raid passes I got is on my blue account also, so I may get a second Mewtwo on that account, if it lets me, I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna spoof to that location. Anybody that's interested in using that other EX raid pass and using my account for that one day to help out with taking down Mewtwo, because I'm pretty sure the assholes around here are going to do their private raid shit again, trying to keep me out. So if I can get you guys to help out, somebody, anybody, FSUATL, Adam, I don't care, anybody that wants to use the other account, spoof in, as long as you don't, you know, do something crazy like go through and start fucking transferring all my Pokemon away or something, you know. But I have an account that, you know, it really doesn't matter if you do that anyway, so I'll probably let you guys use that one that has the EX raid pass. But anyway, yeah, I need somebody to help out with that and get a chance to catch Mewtwo, you know. I mean, I know it's not yours, but I'd be willing to help you guys out too if you have a EX raid pass at a different time. I have no problem with helping somebody out, and I'm not going to do anything with your account, you know. I'll just do the raid with you, I'll spoof to the location, do the raid with you, help you guys take it down and try to catch it for you, and that's it, dude. That's the way I am. I'm not gonna mess nobody else's account up, dude. I don't do that. I got too many of my own. I don't need to mess nobody's up, you know what I'm saying? I can build an account up, and I've done this, okay? Listen, here's my record. I can get an account from brand new to 22 in less than a week. Less than a week, dude. And that was that was the test I did with just hatching eggs and walking that little thing right there, catching Pokemon in that little spot with the Poke++ connected. I did that for 1 week, and I got past level 22, heading toward 23 within 1 week, just doing that. That's all I did. So yeah, it's a very good technique. That's something you guys need to look into. Don't sell it short just because you're like, oh, that sounds kind of janky. I don't know if that'll work. It'll work. It'll probably be your last ditch effort, but it'll work. So I recommend that to anybody that's having problems in Android with all the other stuff. Give that a shot, see how that works out for you. Again, the Samsung people, I'm sorry, it's not going to work for you. They're running like 4.2 of Bluetooth, and because of that, it won't connect to the Poke+. I spent a whole night trying that. If you look on Reddit and Self-Road, it's all over there. People are all up in arms, pissed about it, talking about it. So yeah, it's a known issue. I still don't think they fixed it yet. Speaking of which, why did my Poke++ disconnected from my phone? It hasn't done that before. It usually works really good on iPhone. There we go. It connected right back though, so that's cool. Alright, so that's it. I'm going to end the stream. I'm hurting a little bit. I'm a little bit tired. Everybody out there in YouTube land, stay sexy, baby. Bye. Peace.